Hey everybody, Rick here from Save vs. BS. I need to tell you something personal. It's not exactly about me, but it's about my relationship with a game. And that game is Shadowdark. Now, before you roll your eyes or tell me I'm 2 years behind, just listen. I'm gonna back up and tell you how we got here, because I've been holding off for a long, long time. And I think some of you probably have been holding off as well. And guys, real quick before we get into it, to everyone who's just subscribed, thank you. I've seen the numbers, I've seen the comments, and I just want to say this right up front, welcome. If you're looking for honest talk about tabletop role-playing games, without the hype, without the corporate gloss, without pretending that we've all got it all figured out, you're in the right place. This channel, it's about loving the game, tearing it apart when it deserves it, and then putting the pieces back together to make something better. So let's get into this video. So let's rewind to 2025, early January. I think that's whenever my Shadowdark book arrived. I read through it, I like it. It's got a lot of smart ideas in there, stuff I'd already been leaning towards in my own games. Fast turns, tight resource pressure, torches that burn out in real time. That's like old school candy right there. But I didn't jump in with both feet. Why? Because I've been waiting for years for something else. Deathbringer. PDM's been teasing that thing for so long, and just everything about it, man, it clicks with me. It checks all my boxes. Brutal, streamlined, no clerics, high stakes magic, dark tone, everything I want modern D&D to be. And I thought, I don't want to build a whole new Shadowdark table right now, because what if Deathbringer drops next month? Because that's my system. So I treaded very carefully. I used the theories from the Shadowdark, I used the initiative system, the vibe, but I didn't throw my weight behind it. I held back a lot. And I know I'm not the only one who has. And then the announcement hit. Deathbringer's coming, not just as its own standalone thing, but it was launching as a Shadowdark supplement or as a standalone built on the chassis, or something in between. And that moment flipped the switch for me, because I realized that I didn't have to choose. I wasn't being asked to give up Deathbringer to play Shadowdark or Shadowdark to play Deathbringer. I was getting both something better and something different. And then suddenly, it wasn't just smart to embrace Shadowdark, it is time, it's past time to embrace Shadowdark. See, I used to treat Shadowdark like a tool set, like a buffet. I would kind of walk by, pick and choose what I wanted, and assemble a Frankenstein plate of RPG goodness. And for a while that worked, and it could still work forever. But the longer I go, the more I realize I don't need to reinvent the wheel. Kelsey and her team already built a damn good wheel. And with Deathbringer riding shotgun, it's not just a wheel anymore, it's a full-on war rig. I'm envisioning Mad Max, anyway. So now, I'm doing what I should have done months ago. I'm taking a deep dive, not the surface read, not the internet review flip through, okay, 5 stars, not that, a full commit, page by page, running, reading, testing, playing, learning from the inside out. Because this system, it's about to be my home. So why am I telling you all this? Because if you've been holding off for the same reasons I have, I want you to know you're not alone. If you've been burned by too many systems, if you spent too much money on games that overpromise and then underdeliver, if you've been waiting for that one thing that actually fits your table like a glove, I think this might be it. And I say that as someone who is deeply skeptical by nature. I didn't drink the Kool-Aid. I read the book, waited a year, played dozens of games, and only now I'm really saying, yeah, this is it. Because now it's not just Shadowdark, it's Shadowdark plus Deathbringer. And that's a marriage that makes sense, no prenup required. Fast play, dangerous combat, old school tone, brutal magic, no fluff, no filler, just the game that I've been wanting to play for years. Here's what's coming up. I'm gonna run some more games with actual Shadowdark as the chassis. I'm gonna do deep dives into mechanics that I've skimmed over until now. And yeah, I'm gonna talk about what works and what doesn't. Because that's my promise to you. I don't do hype. I do honesty, hands dirty game talk. And I'm not gonna pretend Shadowdark is perfect. But it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be alive. And this game is alive. It's not a nostalgia clone. It's not a rules bloat cash in. It's lean, mean, and it's about to get a shot of dark blood from a system that I've been waiting for years. Guys, that's worth getting excited about. I'm in. I'm all in. And maybe you've been on the fence like I was. But if you're watching this, I'll tell you the same thing I finally told myself. It's time. Shadowdark isn't going anywhere. And with Deathbringer joining forces, I'm ready to stop waiting and start playing. Thanks again, everybody, for giving me a shot at your attention today. I'm just a guy passionate about games, and I'm tired of the direction things have gone with the corporate stuff in the past few years. And if you're feeling the same way, you have a seat at my table. My name is Rick. This is Save vs. BS. Stick around. I've got coming episodes of my player interviews, some deep dives into Shadowdark 2 years late, and how to build a campaign from a children's mystery. And until next time, I'll see you in the dark. Go Deathbringer! Damn, I'm so pumped.